Hello everyone, this is Ashish Sani from Innovate Yourself. Welcome back to my channel. Once again, I am back with another session on Rasa Chatbot, and this time we are back with the deployment of Rasa Chatbot onto the website, or let's say onto the live website, which you can share with anybody, which can be accessible to anybody or anything, right? So this is all that we are going to do, and this time we will also use another very important feature for the communication, which is the socket.io. So in short, this time we will be deploying the Rasa chatbot onto a website with the socket.io, right? So I think this will be a really helpful video for you guys if in case you want to deploy your chatbot onto any website, whether it is a static website, whether it is a dynamic website, doesn't matter, but you can deploy your Rasa chatbot onto that website. So this is all that we are going to learn in today's session. So let's get started and let's see how to do that. All right. So as you can see in here that we already have the instance with us, and we have already connected it to the Rasa X. Now the next step is that we have to deploy the website to the Rasa X through the socket.io. So we have to connect this service, and we will connect them together for the communication, for the input as well as the output, or let's say sending or receiving the messages. For sending and receiving and messages, we will use the socket.io. And how we have to link it to the website, that let me show you that. So for that, firstly just go to the instance which you are working on. Like I am working on this iy-service. Just click on this arrow just beside SSH, click on view gcloud command, copy this, and now open it inside a terminal. Alright, so can you see like this is a terminal, right? So let me just run as a root user. Now paste it, press enter. Alright, so now we are connected to the server. So we are inside the server, right? So now after that, just go to this Rasa directory, right? So just go in there. So as you can see in here that we are having multiple directories and files, and in here what exactly we have to do is we have to connect the Rasa chatbot to the website, and that website will be connected through socket.io, right? And for that, now what we have to do is we have to add the credentials, and that credentials will be with respect to the socket.io, and that will be added inside the credentials.yml file, right? So for that, let me just open it up. Alright, so in here you can see there is nothing related to this socket.io. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this credentials, and I have those credentials, and you can get it on the official website of Rasa, right? So just copy these and just paste it inside this, right? And in here you can see like socket.io, and after that user message event, bot message event. So we are having these two services, which means you're directly going to connect your Rasa chatbot to a website, and for sending and receiving the messages, it will take care of that part, right? So this is all about that. And session persistence, it's like you can set the value as true or false. If I will set the value to true, which means that let's say I am working on a browser, I am talking to my bot, and my conversation will stay there until I will not close the browser. So it's like that. So session persistence is true, means until you will not close the browser, it will not remove your conversation. And when you will remove, or let's say when you will close that terminal, what will happen? It will just remove your conversation, right? So this is how it works and what it means. And now just save it. Alright, so this is what I have done. I have saved it, and after that, once we are done with this part, now it's time to have a website where we actually want to connect your Rasa chatbot to, because as you have seen in the previous session, we have already made your Rasa chatbot live, which means your Rasa chatbot is active continuously every time, and you don't have to do any deployment part. So we have already done that, and for that I'm having one website with me. I'm having a sample custom website with me on which I'm going to deploy my chatbot, right? So let me just show it to you right now. So can you see, this is a small website, this is a small custom web page which I'm having over here. And in this website, what I want to do is I want to add a Rasa chatbot, right? I want to link the web chat with it, which means I'm going to show a button over here. Can you see the cursor? Over here I will show a button for the web chat so that my chatbot can reply to the messages onto this website, right? And how I'm going to do it, let me show you that. Just close it for now. And for that, this is a link for the Rasa web chat, right? So you can directly go in there and you will get the basic bot for that, right? But for the explanation purpose, I'm going to use the same script which I have to add. So can you see in here, in a script tag in your body, you have to add this data, right? So just copy this complete part, and now we have to add it inside this index.html. So I have to add it in here, but here you can see the website is completely big, so it can be confusing, but that's okay, we will not get confused with this, right? So you do one thing, just go one line before this closing of body tag, right? So just go to this line and just paste this complete code which we just copied from that website, right? So this is what I have done. I have just add this code, I have added this code over here, right? So this is what I have done, and in here you have to make some changes, and those changes are going to be here, and here. So socket URL is the URL on which your Rasa chatbot is live, and my Rasa chatbot is live on some IP address, on some domain name. It can be on domain name, it can be on IP address. Right now I'm having it on an IP address, so I will just copy that part. But if in case you already have some website with you on which your Rasa chatbot is live, you can directly enter that domain name over here, right? So in my case, I don't have the website, but yeah, I have this. Just copy this, paste it. Can you see, http:// your IP address. So this is how you're going to do it. If in case you have this https one, so just replace it with https. So in that way you are going to write it, right? So this is all about that. And after that, title is like the name of your bot, the name which you want to give to your bot. So let's say I want to give it a name as innovate, so this is the name for it. And subtitle is like the message which will be displayed just below this name, right, on the web chat. So let's say get it, make it, right? So this is the tagline. So this is all that I have done, and I have made these changes, right? So this is all about it. Now just save these changes. And also one more thing we have to do over here right now, before doing this step, before making the changes to this part, what you have to do is you have to run Docker Compose down, because all the services are already running, and if you want your changes to take place, in that case what you have to do is you have to restart all the services. Otherwise it will not affect, and it will not make any changes onto the website where you want to link it to, right? So this is the reason we have to first do Docker Compose down. So right now I already have everything running, right? So that's why I'm going to type it Docker Compose down. Alright, so all the services are down now, which means if I will check for Docker PS, it will not show me any services, right? So this is all I have done, and also I have made the changes inside the credentials.yml file, right? So you can check in there. I have already made the changes. Now when everything is done, you have set up the credentials, set up the script for your website. When you're done with everything, just run Docker Compose up. Right, so this will start all the services. Okay, just give a space. Okay, so this will start all the services again, and you will be able to talk to your bot onto that website with respect to that web chat. Alright, so all the services are running. You can check it here with Docker PS, We have already seen it in previous sessions as well, right? So I'm done with this part. My all the services are running. Let it be, we don't have to work on here right now, right? So now just go in here. This is a website, this is a custom website which you have created. Now just double click on it, just open it up. Right now I'm running it from locally, so that's why it is showing me in this way. But if in case you have it on some website, you can run it through that website as well, right? So this is all that we can do. And now you can see this is an icon which is generated automatically. This is a web chat icon, right? So just click on this and it will open a web chat icon for you. Here you can see innovate. This is a title which I gave, this is a subtitle which I gave. So this is how you can create your chatbot, right? So this is how it is doing. And after that, just say hi. Can you see? Hey, how may I assist you? Just because my chatbot is live and it is automatically going to reply you as per the messages that you are going to give, right? So this is how it is working. And after that, let's say tell me your name. Can you see? My name is Innovate. Okay, let's say bye. Can you see? Everything is there. Everything is being replied to you with respect to the chatbot that you have created over here in the previous session, right? So this is how we are working on it. And one more thing, like I told you about this session persistence, right? So in this case, let's say right now I'm talking over here, I'm talking to the bot, all the conversation is here, right? So you can see in here. Now if I will refresh this page, let's see what will happen. See, nothing goes, everything is there, all the conversation is there, right? So that means nothing is removed. Now if in case, let's say I will close this and I will open it again. Okay, let this icon come. Okay, icon is there. Now click on this. Can you see? Nothing is there. It is starting from the beginning. Everything is starting from the beginning, and this is how you can talk to your bot and talk to your bot onto the website which you have with you. And right now this is a static website and I have make it dynamic right now just because I have my Rasa chatbot active and that is live onto a server which is Google Cloud Platform, right? So I hope now you have got the idea that how you can connect your Rasa chatbot to a website, or let's say how you can deploy your Rasa chatbot to a website which can be a static, which can be dynamic. So that is all about it. And still, if you are facing any difficulties in understanding the topic, then feel free to leave a comment below in the comment section. And also, if you have liked this video, then do click on the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then do click on the subscribe button so that you do not miss any videos from my channel. Also, you can press the bell icon if you want to get all the notification whenever we upload any video related to the topic that you actually want to learn, right? So that is all about it. So till then, bye bye and happy learning.